You guys, I'm Andrew with Go Diaper Free, by the way. This woman has an 8-week-old baby. She has my Top Hat Potty. She has my book, Go Diaper Free. And yet, for some reason, she has not started with her baby because her baby only poops or pees during sleeping and feeding. What's a mom to do? Today, we're going to talk about how to start. Should I even try to do EC if your baby seems like maybe all the ways that should be easy aren't, especially at 8 weeks old like this woman? But I'm going to apply it to all the babies. How do we start if things seem like they're stacked against our favor? And let me tell you, there's a little surprise in this one. Please subscribe and hit the bell, and I'll let you know when the next video is up, and enjoy today's show. Okay, so I had somebody tell me that they have an 8-week-old and they wanted to know if they should even try to potty their 8-week-old. She seemed like, if I could just nail it in one sentence, she's a new mom overwhelm victim. She's totally in that space of like, I'm a first-time mom. I don't even know what I'm doing. And then trying to potty this 8-week-old. Ugh. So she has my Go Diaper Free book. She has my Top Hat Potty. And she wants to start, but feels overwhelmed. And her baby goes to the bathroom during sleep and during feeding. So she's like, she doesn't go when she's awake and not doing something. So what do I even do? Should I even try? So what I want to say first of all is the way that I teach EC is I don't want any of you to do something that makes you feel like a worse mom or a worse dad. I want you to do things that make you feel confident and encouraged. So in that case, with this new mom specifically, I would encourage her to just take the pressure off. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. When I choose to hit go on EC, it doesn't have to be like full force everything and I better darn well be good at this or I suck as a mom. That is not the way I teach. And I definitely know some potty training people, some of the less popular potty training people, especially like the most popular one. She's great. I love her. But I think, there's a lot of pressure out there. Like you have to do this right. There's only one way to do it and that's it. Not true. With EC, it's an exposure technique. So you're exposing your baby to the potty. You're also getting into a new habit as a parent. Like I'm going to start doing this for my child because it's the right thing to do for them. But you're going to ease into it. It's going to be gradual because you don't know what you're doing, right? Okay, so should I even try? My answer to her is yes. I would pick one of the 4 easy catches and only do that. So since the baby is going potty during sleep and during feeding, I would offer during diaper changes. How many of you have ever changed a baby's diaper, boy or girl, and have them pee right when you take the diaper off? Or take the diaper off and it's dry, and then you put a new one on and they pee immediately in the new one. It is mind-numbingly crazy, right? So if you do it at the easy catch that is a diaper change, with a young baby, especially an 8-week-old, they're going to want to go. And it's not the cold air. That is such a stupid rumor. Cold air does not make a baby pee when you take off the diaper. Baby pees when you take off the diaper because they're like, finally, this adult has figured out that I need to go to the bathroom and I've been holding it until they take the stupid thing off. And then they pee all over you or themselves. And that's because of this really strong instinct for cleanliness and dryness that we're all born with. Cool? Got it? All right. So the other thing with this one, she says that her baby goes during sleep. Babies do not pee during sleep. Her babies sleep in about 45-minute sleep cycles and eventually learn to connect those together. It's a circadian rhythm. So you've got this amount of sleep that's really deep, and then there's this lightning, like, I'm kind of waking up. That's when the antidiuretic hormone, ADH, wears off. This is something that I discovered myself in a doula class because pregnant women need to pee all the time. And it's not because of the pressure of the baby. It's because this hormone is wreaking havoc. So you've got this hormone that wears off in between these sleep cycles. That's when the baby is actually peeing. So as the baby starts to wake up from a nap, and maybe they've connected 2 sleep cycles, or, a newborn is going to sleep like 45 minutes. Okay, so she sleeps 45 minutes, wakes up. As she starts to wake up, that hormone wears off, bladder fills, she pees. So some moms are like, I don't know if she's really waking up yet or not. I have no idea. So they let the baby wriggle, and maybe they're trying to finish brushing their teeth or taking a shower, whatever you're trying to cram into nap time, or just sitting there vegging out, looking at the ceiling. You're like, I don't want to get up right now. So you let your baby shift around a little bit. While your baby's shifting around a little bit, guess what? They're peeing and you're missing it. So for this new mom, how about when your baby first shifts and you know it's been long enough and they've had enough sleep, and this is usually when they wake up, take them and offer the potty at that wake up before they shift too much. And let's address feeding. I literally just talked about this. How to do this if your baby goes while feeding. If your baby goes while feeding, you're going to want to use a waterproof pad in your lap and nurse the baby naked. Have them go on it. When they go, they pee, you go psst. When they poop, you go and you kind of can do observation and nursing at the same time. You can have a top hat potty between your legs while you're nursing. I would say without the pad there. And when they start to go, you've got that top hat right underneath their butt. I prefer doing it with a waterproof pad because it's just a little easier. But if you've got a pooper, a nursing pooper, which we just talked about, you will want to have a top hat potty nearby usually. Okay, so if they're going during sleep, going during feeding, we just need a little troubleshooting and a little bit of encouragement for this mama. But also the other easy catch of just like doing it diaper changes to get you used to offering. And she's very scared because part of it is her baby's super small and babies seem so fragile. So you want to get used to holding them in that position, whether it produces a pee or not. I don't care. Got it? All right. So what else? Oh, the other thing I just want to tell all of you who are feeling overwhelmed at starting, I don't know if that's you or not, but I definitely felt it with my first. I just observed for 2 weeks in the beginning and I caught the meconium and I caught some poops, but I didn't really try. It's not all or nothing. I wanted to ease into it and I did. Somebody told me once a little while ago, take the diaper off and there you've started. That is literally how to start EC. You're so scared of taking the diaper off and what amazing disaster might happen that you don't start. And that's going to get in your way. You can also do observation time, like I just mentioned, with no expectations of anything, no signals, no peeing, no pooping, nothing. And just be with your baby and let them be in their natural state of nakedness and see what happens. And you'll learn every time something. And what was I going to say? Oh man, this woman needs just to get some help. And with my book, which she has, there is an online off Facebook support forum. And it's included at this moment of the time of this recording. It's included for free. Usually it's like a monthly subscription, but right now I've got it packaged for free lifetime support from the coaches that I've trained. So when something like this happens, you've got all the tools and you've got all the mindset. It's like, my mom's probably watching right now or listening right now, but like poke a little fun that she's like, I've got the awesome yoga mat. I've got the awesome yoga socks with the open toes and I've got this and that. And then the yoga classes never are attended. So you've got all the tools and there's something blocking you from stopping. My advice is take the diaper off and there you've started. Okay. All right. I hope that this has helped for any of you who want to start but feel overwhelmed. And should you even try? Yes. And the ways that you can try do not necessarily mean you have to catch a pee today. All it really means is take the diaper off, see what's going on, and learn some times that will usually give you some success, which is the 4 easy catches. Cool. All right.